YouTube. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey Cologne, and if you're tuning in, I appreciate your time. I know everybody is busy this time of year. Christmas shopping, you're worried about what presents to get people. Some people, without saying any names, leave it to the last minute. But what are you going to do? But anyway, people, rest your mind, put your feet up for 5 and just come in and listen to this review. Right, today we're going to talk about a fragrance from Mancera, Paris, and it's been around for a couple of years. It is called Hindu Kush. Right, before we get going, when this first come out, this made a little bit of a wave in the community because it had a cannabis note in a note breakdown. But let me tell you something, I get no cannabis. There's a greenness to this fragrance. Yes, cannabis, no. So if you haven't tried this fragrance, you haven't got to worry about that. Right, I'm going to read you the notes, but I have to say, this is the newer style bottle. The older style Mancera bottles had screw-on caps. The newer ones have magnetic caps. The atomizer, just look at this. Pressurized, look at that distribution. Look, man, that smells so good. Right. You got incense, cannabis, spices and labdanum up top. In the mid, you got woodsy notes and patchouli leaf. Then in the base, you've got amber, gaiac wood, vanilla pod and white musk. This opens spicy, incensey, but not churchy incensey, not too much. It's just there with the spices. So it opens fresh, green, incensey, a little bit spicy. That patchouli leaf or the patchouli is just there in the back, giving this fragrance a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of warmth. After about 15-20 minutes, then woodsy notes and that gaiac wood with the amber and vanilla really start to show their face. So the amber and vanilla are making this fragrance a little bit more sweet and a little bit more warm, and then you've got a nice woodsy undertone mixed with the spices and the incense. After a few hours, that greenness that I get on the get-go of the fragrance, that starts to dissipate. Then on me, the fragrance turns a little bit more warmer and a little bit more sweeter, but it's still got a little bit of freshness to it. All in all, well-blended fragrance. This is not a patchouli dominant fragrance, but I can detect it on my skin. The patchouli does come out. I can smell it way in the back, but it is there. Like I say, it is giving this fragrance a nice bit of sweetness, plus with that amber and vanilla. Stunning. It really is. I believe that you can wear this fragrance all year round, apart from really hot days. I would not rock this in the dead of summer. Apart from that, spring, yes. Definitely in the winter, yes. I would wear this out for an evening, definitely. This leaves such a nice smelling scent trail. It really does. I mean, it's not a weird fragrance, but there ain't a lot of fragrances out there that do smell like this, which is a good thing, right? I mean, we don't all want to be smelling like each other. The projection on this is moderate to strong for the first hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops. Then it rains in a bit, but it's still pushing. And then you've got about a foot to 2 feet scent bubble for the next hour. And then it rains into about a foot just under, and you're left with a nice scent bubble smelling of Hindu Kush. If people come into your space, they are going to pick this fragrance up on you, and I think that they're gonna think that you smell great. One thing I will say about this fragrance, I can't get my words out. One thing I will say about this fragrance, to me, after about 5 or 10 minutes, there's like this aniseed scent that I can pick up way in the background, but I can detect it. I don't know if that's coming from where the incense and the spices are blended, but that stays with me for the whole life of the fragrance. Just in the back. It's not off-putting because I don't really like aniseed. So it ain't off-putting and it ain't overpowering, the fragrance. But I don't know if it's just my skin chemistry, but there's like an underlining aniseed smell that I can detect. But this fragrance, I love it. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I really would. I love my Manceras and Montels. I know I've said it and I'll say it again. They do some hit fragrances. All right, people, let me know if you've tried this. Let me know what your favourite ones are from Mancera. And remember, people, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. I will definitely see you on the next one. Cheers.